So as I mentioned in my first video about this journey to competition that I'm doing with my son, the ex-football player, and my daughter who's 16, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what the meals look like and what the workouts look like, because a lot of people are really curious about that. They kind of have this idea that we have this crazy way of eating, and I guess it is kind of crazy because we eat a lot of food. People are actually pretty surprised at how much we eat. People don't normally gain weight because they eat too much. Some people obviously do, but most people gain weight because they eat the wrong foods. And you hear that all the time, but people just don't realize that any wheat, whether it's bread, crackers, pasta, all these foods are they're detrimental to our health, and they cause the body to shut down. They turn off our metabolism. And they just cause all kinds of inflammatory issues as far as health goes. So we don't eat crazy as far as starving ourselves when we're prepping for competition. We actually eat a lot more protein than most people. And then we cut back on all the condiments, because that's another thing in this country that really just kills people. They have to have ketchup on everything, or lots of butter, or sour cream, or cheese. And we just don't have those things. There's no dairy when you're preparing for competition. And if you want to read one of my articles about why we don't eat dairy and wheat, I have an article about non-negotiables. It's actually in my ebook, christyfitness.com/KISS. That's a free ebook for you. And it talks about why nobody should eat wheat in this country unless you're grinding it yourself and making your own bread and your own pasta. And nobody should eat dairy, and nobody should eat too much sugar. These are the things that cause all of the inflammatory health conditions that we have. Enough of the little health class there, because I wasn't going to talk about that today. I was going to talk about the foods and what we eat, but it's all part of that, because I say it over and over and over. Even though I'm prepping for competition and I have a trainer who's giving me my meal plans, I am still avoiding those foods that are unhealthy, because as I eat more food more frequently, and as I'm training my body, a healthy body is a lean body. So the foods that we're going to be eating are healthy foods. We're going to be eating all whole foods. We're not going to be eating processed foods. And when you get these toxic foods out of your life, your body, your metabolism will increase, and you will begin to lose weight. The first thing people say to me all the time when I put them on a meal plan to lose weight, women especially who are weight loss resistant, in their 40s and 50s, is, oh my God, I can't possibly eat all that. And I can't eat first thing in the morning. I'm not hungry first thing in the morning. Well, you need to be hungry first thing in the morning, or make yourself hungry by putting a meal in, because that's going to balance your adrenals, because your glucose levels will be balanced. All that to say, that's what's going on here. So I just wanted to kind of give you a visual of what I eat. I'm going to be having to drink an entire carton every morning of raw egg whites. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Well, I measure it out, put it in a pan and cook it up with my favorite kind of seasoning. Just enough of butter in the pan to keep it from sticking. Actually, my first month, it's coconut oil. And then we're going to be eating a lot of turkey on this, ground turkey, because it's a great way to get protein without a lot of fat. I like to do as much organic as possible. I like to buy things that are going to be easy, because in these 5 meals, there's going to be a lot of meals that are protein. And she likes to switch it up. Like for this month, my first meal of the day is ground turkey and I think spinach. So you kind of get that whole idea of what breakfast looks like out of your head. You're eating to nourish your body. You're not eating to satisfy your taste buds or these emotional reasons that we eat. You eat to nourish your body. And that's a great thing to learn if you're trying to get a healthy body, because a healthy body is a lean body. So these chicken skewers, I love them. I get them at Costco. They're already all cooked up, ready to go. Having food ready to go is key. You have got to meal prep, or you just probably won't succeed, unless, of course, you have nothing else in life to do other than just cook your meals. Then you don't have to meal prep, but I have to meal prep. Here's a scale, because everything will be measured. If you're not measuring your food at all, you have not really started a meal plan. You need to measure food. You need to understand what 4 ounces is, what 5 ounces is, what 3 ounces is. Even 7 ounces. A lot of men eat 7 ounces of protein with each meal that they have a protein. I like to get the organic broccoli because we're going to eat a lot of broccoli with our meals. This can be heated up in the microwave, warmed up, throw a little salt on top, you're good to go. It's actually really delicious. Again, easy. Chicken strips from Costco. I love it. They're already cooked up. They taste like they've been cooked on a grill. I can pull them out. I can throw them in with my egg whites. Some of our meals, we have to do the chicken mixed with the egg whites. I'll cook them together. It tastes really good. And then berries. Now, that's one of our favorites. You don't get berries all the way to the end. As you get closer to the end of competition and you begin cutting, that's the word that they use for getting rid of that last little bit of fat. Berries are going to be counterproductive to that because it is a sugar, even though it's a healthy sugar. And fats, we'll be getting rid of fats closer to the end. But right now, we've got a lot of healthy fats thrown in there. Coconut oil, some avocado. I like to eat guacamole because fats are really important for building muscle and for maintaining the hormones in your body. So this is just talking a little bit about what it's going to look like as far as the foods go. We eat 5 meals a day, some months. This is a 1-month meal plan, and then we change it again in a month from now. Unless, of course, things aren't changing, and then my trainer's probably going to change our meal plans for me and JR and Kylie, the 3 of us that are doing this journey together. But for right now, it's 5 meals, and for example, one meal looks like 1 cup of egg whites, which is about the equivalent of 6 egg whites, 5 ounces of green vegetables steamed. That's one meal. Another meal is 4 ounces of grilled white fish on a bed of cooked spinach, 5 ounces, or a steamed veggie. These are meals. One meal might even be, one of them, I was kind of surprised, but I love it, rice Chex, cereal with protein drink on top. So that's going to be kind of a fun meal. That's going to be one of those ones that we're going to look forward to because that's going to satisfy the taste buds. It's going to be crunchy. It's going to taste sweet. We do get to do a lot of protein shakes throughout this journey. And protein shakes, after a while, they become like your milkshake. That's the thing you look forward to. You can throw some ice in, eat it with a spoon, and pretend you're having ice cream. One of the things I like to tell people, because you're not really satisfying the taste buds, I say to people, how much do you want it? Because this is what you're choosing. You're choosing to satisfy your taste buds and stay unhealthy, tired, fat maybe, I don't know where you're at, or eat really super lean and healthy for a period of time. For us, it's going to be about 3 or 4 months. It's only 3 or 4 months out of your life that you're denying yourself this. That's part of that journey I talked about. That's part of that goal that I talked about. You have to keep reminding yourself, this is temporary. I'm going to be able to have cheat meals again. I mean, I don't think anybody should ever go back to eating unhealthy, inflammatory foods, the wheat, the dairy, the sugar. But to have ice cream because you're on vacation, have a couple ice creams, or have 2 cheat meals that week. Or maybe throw in 1 meal a week that you know you're going to cheat. You're going to eat whatever you want. That's fine. But let those foods be cheats. Don't let them be food. Let real food be real food. And remember, this is temporary. This is for a short period of time in your life. And again, if you want accountability and you want somebody to do this with you, go to my ChristyFitness.com Facebook page and just mention that to me. And I can be your accountability. But it's better to do it with a friend or get a trainer. But I'm a trainer. I can help you do that. And the other thing I wanted to mention was the workouts. I'm going to do some of these workouts with you on video. But just to give you an example, it is 6 workouts a week. And these are not going to CrossFit. These are not going for a run. These are workouts that are going to build muscle, specifically all the muscle groups, like bicep, tricep, shoulders, back, core, butt, legs, everything. So each day is going to work out a different muscle group, and it's 6 of them a week. And each day we have to do cardio. Right now I think it's a half-hour cardio a day, preferably on a fasted stomach, because then you're dipping into that fat storage. So I'll be doing some of those workouts with you, what that looks like. You'll get to see me kind of grumpy and complaining and being hangry some days, and maybe even holding up what I get to eat and going, I am so sick of egg whites, I could throw up. But that's what we're going to do here. Same with JR. You're going to get JR's perspective. It's good because I'm going to be 55 in November. By the time I compete again, I will be 55. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the title. My son JR is going to be 24. He was a football player. He's a big guy, as you see in the original video. So he's going to shred down. He's going to be very noticeable. And then Kylie, being a 16-year-older who has a probably normal, a little bit, she wants to lose some fat off of her body. You'll see a lot of change in Kylie, and you'll see a lot of change in JR. So if you're 16 and you have permission from Mom to join us, reach out to me through Facebook. But anybody who wants to join me, I ask that you please subscribe, because that'll keep you up to date on what's going on. But you can do this. You can do this. The whole reason we're doing this together is not because you have to have some crazy goal of walking across the stage in a bathing suit called, National Physique Committee. It's called competition. That's what we're doing. You don't have to do that. But do this with us and set your own goal. But sometimes you have to set a crazy goal. It can't just be, oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, I want to be stronger. No. Make it defined, make it definite, and don't stop till you get there. You will change your life forever, and then you're going to start setting even more goals. And I talk about that, again, in my ebook, christyfitness.com/KISS, KISS. Free ebook, free way to live your life to get that change that you want.